I'm Dr. W. P. Gulbade from Kamlaneni Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are discussing redox reaction through electron transfer and particularly the outer sphere reactions. And these are the reactions in which oxidation state of atom changes from one atom to another by the transfer of electron. So oxidation state of the atom changes by the transfer of electron from one atom to another atom, and these reactions are divided into two types. One is outer sphere reaction, second is inner sphere reaction. And outer sphere reactions are those reactions in which coordination sphere undergoing the redox reaction is not altered, but these complex ions differ in their charge. So charge or electron is transferred from one atom to another atom, but the ligands are same, metal is same, only the electron is transferred from one atom to another atom. So there is a change in the charge on the coordination sphere, or we can say complex ion. So in today's part we are discussing detail about the outer sphere reaction, that is direct electron transfer reaction, and we are taking some examples of electron transfer from one atom to another, which are known as the outer sphere reactions. So today's topic is reaction mechanism of transition metal complexes, and in today's part we are discussing the important redox reactions which are taking place through the electron transfer, and particularly we are taking the examples of outer sphere reactions and some examples of direct electron transfer reaction. So in this case here redox reaction are those reactions in which the oxidation state of some atoms may change by the transfer of electron from one to another atom, and these reactions, redox reactions, are mainly two types. And in this redox reaction is nothing but the oxidation reduction. So one atom undergo oxidation, another undergo the reduction. So this redox reaction taking place simultaneously, which is the oxidation reduction taking place simultaneously, is known as the redox reaction. And there are two types of these reactions. One is the outer sphere reaction, second is the inner sphere reaction. And inner sphere is also known as the ligand bridge activated complex reaction. But in today's part we are discussing examples, what is outer sphere reaction and what are the examples of outer sphere reaction, and why the complex undergo outer sphere reaction. So these are this outer sphere reaction we are discussing in this part. So what is meant by the outer sphere reaction? So we can say that outer sphere reaction is also known as the direct electron transfer reaction. These are the reactions in which the coordination sphere of the complex ion which undergo the redox reaction is not changed or is not altered. So there is no change of the coordination sphere. And in other words we can say that simple example of these reactions are those complex ions which differ only in their charge, or in other words we can say that both the complex have same type of ligand. And here some examples are given here. Examples are here FeCN6 4 minus and FeCN6 3 minus. So here the charge on Fe and Fe are different. Here charge is Fe2 plus, in this complex Fe have 3 plus. So only the charge of the metal are differ, otherwise ligands are same, complex is same. So the charge on the metal are changed. Another example here FeH2O 6 2 plus, FeH2O 6 3 plus. Again now here Fe have, here is Fe have 2 plus charge, here Fe have 3 plus charge. So these are the examples of the complex ion where they have same type of ligand. So both the complex ion have same type of ligand, only the charge on the metals are different. So this mechanism of the outer sphere reactions take place by direct electron transfer from one coordination sphere to another coordination sphere, and therefore ligand from one complex, that is coordination sphere, does not transfer to other complex. Ligands are simply acting as a electron conducting media. So here ligand is nothing but the it acts as a electron conducting medium, and therefore these reactions taking place in the complex should be inert toward the substitution, and their coordination shells are fully saturated. So in these complexes, coordination shell are fully saturated and the complex should be inert toward the substitution. So there is no any substitution. One complex loses electron means it undergo the oxidation, while other complex which accept electron means we can say that it undergo the reduction. So oxidation and reduction taking place simultaneously. So in one case there is oxidation, in other case there is a reduction. So we can see the example here. Consider the example. So as we in short we can say oxidation and reduction, two terms are there. The species which loses the electron is undergo the oxidation, species which accept electron undergo the reduction. So example is given here. Consider this reaction. This is FeH2O6 2+, this is Fe3 plus H2O6 3+. Water is a neutral ligand and therefore charge present here is 2+ of Fe, 3+ is of Fe. And now there is a transfer of electron. So electron transfer from this metal to this metal, Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. Therefore after transfer of one electron, Fe2 plus become Fe3 plus and Fe3 plus become Fe2 plus. So we obtain this type of. So Fe is now 3 plus and here Fe is now 2 plus. And this species is a reductant, also we can say that undergo the oxidation, and this complex ion undergo the reduction. So both the reacting complex are inert. In this case, both the reacting complexes are inert. So this is important part, and now they change. Only the charge it changes. So 2 plus become 3 plus and 3 plus become 2 plus. So this is the example. In this case, one species undergo oxidation and other undergo the reduction. So this is the redox reaction, and in this case the reacting complexes are inert. And another part shown here, that is the in this case of outer sphere, both the reacting complexes are inert. It means that no chance of inner sphere mechanism. So again now we can say that there is no inner sphere mechanism because both are the inert, and both coordination sphere are fully saturated. And one method is there which is known as the isotope labeling or the tracer technique, which also confirm water ligand of both the complex ion are not exchangeable. So ligand water is also not exchangeable. It is also confirmed on the basis of tracer techniques. And this again shows that rule out inner sphere mechanism. Therefore, these reactions proceed through the outer sphere mechanism. So 2-3 points are there. In this case, the coordination spheres are fully saturated. Both the reacting complexes are inert, and complex ions are not exchangeable because water ligand of both the complex, and tracer technique shows ligand are not exchangeable. So all these points suggest that the reaction take place through the outer sphere and not through the inner sphere mechanism. The electron transfer from one complex to other take place very fast, and reaction is a second order reaction, and there is no heat change during the reaction because we obtain same product after electron transfer. So there is no any heat change during the reaction as the electron transfer, because we obtain same product after the electron transfer. So electron transfer through outer sphere mechanism, there are two restrictions. So transfer of electron from that is electron transfer through the outer sphere mechanism. There are two conditions, there are two criteria, or we can say restriction. And first restriction is given here in the next slide. First restriction is that bond length of FeO bond in both the complex should be same. This is the one criteria or condition. When the electron transfer take place from one to other in outer sphere reactions, then there are two important criteria or conditions. So first criteria is a bond length of FeO bond in both the complex should be same. So in this case, Uh, in case of the FeH2O3 plus, the FeO bond is a 2.05 angstrom unit, which is shorter, while in case of FeH2O6 2 plus, the FeO bond distance is 2.21 angstrom unit, and therefore electron transfer taking place. For electron transfer, FeO bond length in both the complex should be same. So one is having shorter bond length, other is having longer. So for electron transfer, both the complex should have same bond length. This is the criteria, and to achieve this, both the complex absorb heat and they adjusted the bond length between 2.05 to 2.21 angstrom unit. That is, FeO bond length in both the complex is 2.09. It is shown. They adjusted between these two, and this complex have 2.09 in the excited state. So which is also shown here. This is the important criteria. So bond length should be same, but here in the two complex have one is having shorter, other having longer. So they adjusted, they absorb heat and adjusted, and in this case FeO bond length in both the complex should be is a 2.09 in the excited state, which is shown here how the changes are taking place. And this is the slide. This is the one complex and having 2.21 angstrom unit. This is another having 2.05 angstrom unit. They absorb heat, and now they adjusted transfer of electron transfer taking place here, and now here both are having here both 2.09 angstrom unit. After absorbing it, the both these have the 2.09 angstrom unit FeO bond length in excited state. So here Fe is a metal and oxygen FeO bond, because water is there, so through oxygen there is a bonding. So FeO bond should adjusted after absorbing it and becomes 2.09 angstrom unit in excited state. And after this, now it is again converted to in this way to both the complex 2.09 having this bond length in the excited state. Now here transfer of electron taking place, and in this case now this after in excited state, so this is the transfer of electron. Now when they have the bond length 2.09, after adjustment, then the electron transfer taking place, shown here electron transfer. So electron, now this Fe loses electron, now here after loss of electron here is having Fe3 plus, and this 3 plus become 2 plus. So in this way loss of electron, one positive charge increases here, and so Fe2 plus become Fe3 plus, Fe3 plus become Fe2 plus. And in this case both these complexes have 2.09 angstrom unit FeO bond distance in the excited state. So now transfer of electron takes place. When we release the energy, again we come back here, and this separated, and this complex have 2.05 angstrom unit, and this is 2.21. Again we get the ground state. So these are the changes taking place in the coordination sphere, and only the charge is changed. So these are the reactant in the ground state having different FeO bond distance. When they absorb heat, we get the excited state. In excited state, after absorption of it, they have 2.09 angstrom unit FeO bond distance in both the case. So this is the criteria, and after adjusting this bond length, then what is the bond distance? Then there is a transfer of electron. So here is transfer of electron, and we obtain this is the in excited state Fe2 plus become Fe3 plus, 3 plus become Fe2 plus, and after releasing the energy, then we get again the ground state, and two complex ions get separate. So these are the reactions taken place, which are known as the outer sphere reaction. So after achieving both the length, in this case after achieving both bond length, electron is transferred from Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus. So Fe2 plus become Fe3 plus, and Fe3 plus become Fe2 plus. That is, FeH2O6 2 plus become FeH2O6 3 plus, and FeH2O6 3 plus become FeH2O6 2 plus. So these are the changes which are taking place in this complex ion, and according to the Frank-Condon principle, electron is very light particle. During electron transfer, the position of heavy nucleus, that is bond length, does not change. It means that in excited state, FeO bond distance in both the complexes is 2.09 angstrom unit. So after electron transfer, FeO distance in both the complex remain the same, that is 2.09 angstrom per minute. But in the excited state, the complexes release heat. If the complex release heat, then it returns from excited state to the ground state, shown in the slide. After coming in the ground state, FeO distance in FeH2O6 2+ complex become 2.21 angstrom per minute, and FeO bond distance in FeH2O6 3+ become 2.05 angstrom per minute. So they get separate. So this is the first condition, that the bond distance in both the complex should be same. This is the first criteria for electron transfer. Second important criteria is there, and another criteria is this criteria is for the first criteria for first electron transfer is that both the complex should have the same spin. Both the complexes should have same spin. It means both the complex should be either low spin, or both the complex should be high spin in excited state. So in this case, a complex are given FeH2O6 2+ and FeH2O6 3+. These complexes are high spin. If electron to be transferred is in a T2g orbital, then that transfer is fast, because these electrons are not involved in bonding. So this is another criteria, that both the complexes should have same spin. It means both the complex should be either or low spin, or both should be a high spin in the excited state. So this is the important criteria for the formation transfer of electron, and which is shown here, that if electron to be transferred in T2g orbital, then the transfer is fast, because these electrons are not involved in the bonding. Now we are taking, so these are the two important criteria for the electron transfer. And here another example we have to consider here. So another example given here for the electron transfer. So consider the reaction. In this case, cobalt hexamine cobalt complex 2+ longer bond. In this case, cobalt NaCl6 3+ have a shorter bond. And now transfer of electron taking place. Now this one cobalt is a 3+ after transfer of electron, and this is become 2+. Now this is having shorter and this is having longer. So both the complexes are inert. Again in this case, both these complexes are inert. So this is the cobalt complex and ammonia is the ligand. So in this case, the complexes, both these complexes are inert, and we can say that in this case both the complexes are inert, and the ammonia ligand, due to only one lone pair, cannot act as a bridge between the two metals. Therefore inner sphere mechanism is not possible. So in this example also, our complexes inner sphere mechanism is not possible. This reaction can take place through the outer sphere mechanism, but this outer sphere electron transfer is slow because of the two region. So this outer sphere reaction is taking place, but it is slow because of the two region. Two regions are given in the slide. First region is a cobalt nitrogen bond length in CONH3 2+ and CONH6 3+ is appreciably different. So more activation energy is required to make the same bond length. So this is the reason that in both the complex, this cobalt nitrogen bond length, nitrogen of NH3 and CO, and both these complexes have they are different, and more activation energy is required to make the same bond length. Electron, and second point is electron get transferred from one coordination pair to another, one complex ion to another complex ion. In this case, first complex is high spin and second complex is low spin. More energy required to make the same spin of both the complex. Therefore, electron is to be transferred are Eg electrons which are already involved in the bonding. Therefore, these more energy is required for electron transfer. So this is the reason, more energy required. Both are one is high spin, other is low spin. So to make it more energy is required. So reason is that, criteria is that both the complex should have the same spin. But in this case, spins are different, and to make the same spin, more energy is required. So Again we can say that if electron is to be transferred, then more energy is required for electron transfer. So this is the one example that they have these complexes have different spin, one and also bond length are different. So more energy required for the electron transfer. So to take place the outer sphere reaction. In next slide, we take another example, and in this case we are taking the FeCl6. Ligands are different. So in this case, consider this reaction FeCl6 4 minus, FeCl6 3 minus. And now after transfer, so this undergo the oxidation, this undergo the reduction. So now it is Fe3 minus and this is FeCl4 minus. So in this case, so here Fe having 2 plus charge, here Fe having 3 plus charge. So now here Fe become 2 plus become now here Fe3 plus. So undergo oxidation and reduction. So both the reactions are taking place. So this is the redox reaction, and in this example, both the complex, in this case, both the complexes are inert and the coordination shell are fully saturated. Isotope labeling, that is tracer technique, also confirm no exchange of ligand between two complexes, and we can say that therefore inner sphere mechanism is ruled out or is not possible. This reaction proceeds through the outer sphere mechanism. So this type of reaction is also taking place through the outer sphere mechanism, and electron transfer in this reaction is fast. This is due to the, again, regions are there. In this case, in this reaction, the electron transfer is fast because of the regions are: number one, Fe carbon bond length in both the complex are nearly same. Electron transfer is fast because first region is there, FeC bond length in both the complex are nearly same. So less energy is required. In this case, less energy is required to make both the bond length exact identical. So this is the important first region. Another region is that both the complex have same spin state. That is, both the complex are low spin complexes, and therefore this makes faster electron transfer. So both these points favor for the fast electron transfer. Third point is that the electron to be transferred is in a T2G orbital, which is not engaged in metal ligand bonding. Therefore, electron transfer is faster. So this is another reason. In this example, the electron transfer take place fast. Fourth reason is that in the ligand CN, ligand is just unsaturated. As we know, between carbon and in CN, between carbon and nitrogen there is a triple bond, and bonding is taking place through the carbon. So this ligand is unsaturated, and the presence of unsaturated or conjugated ligand make the faster electron tunneling. So again, because of this, because of unsaturated or conjugated ligand, there is a transfer of electron, faster electron transfer. Another reason 5 number is there. CN is a ligand which is a pi acceptor ligand, and CN ligand form pi bond by accepting T2G electron from the metal, and therefore it stabilizes the lower valency of metal, means such ligands can stabilize the product also. So these are because of these 5 important reasons, there is an electron transfer take place very fast. So this is only one example that we have seen, example where electron transfer take place fast, and we have seen what are the reasons for the electron transfer. And in another example, another slide, next slide, we also again consider another example, and in this example we are taking the osmium dipyridine. So here this is having 2 plus charge and this is having 3 plus charge, ligand is dipyridine, and this is now 2 plus become 3 plus and 3 plus become 2 plus. Again now this is metal are different and ligands are different. So osmium dipyridine. So in this example, if we are considering this example, then both the complexes are inert towards substitution reaction, and coordination shell are fully saturated. So this reaction proceeds through the outer sphere mechanism. Again now both are inert and fully saturated, therefore the reaction take place through the outer sphere mechanism. not through the inner sphere mechanism. So this is the example where transfer of electron taking place and through the outer sphere mechanism. Coordination sphere is same, ligands are same, metals are same, only the electron transfer take place from one metal to another metal. And now the electron transfer in this reaction is fast due to the regions. In this example also electron transfer is taking place fast, and because of the regions. Number 1, the osmium nitrogen bond length in both the complex is nearly same. So less energy is required to make both the bond length identical. This is one reason. Number 2, both the complexes have same spin state, that is both the complexes are low spin complex, and this make the faster electron transfer. Third point is that the electron which is transferred is in a T2G orbital which is not engaged in metal ligand bonding. Therefore electron transfer in this reaction is faster. And next, number 4, the dipyridine is unsaturated, and presence of unsaturated or conjugated ligand on the reductant complex make the faster electron tunneling. So there is a fast electron transfer. And number 5 reason is that dipyridine is a pi acceptor ligand and form pi bond by accepting the T2G electron from metal, and therefore they stabilize lower valency of metal, means such ligands can stabilize product also. So because of this 5 reason, and this example of osmium metal with dipyridine is also a electron transfer is taking place, and electron transfer is fast because of this 5 reason. So what are the conditions for the electron transfer in the complexes that we have seen, and different examples we have discussed in this part. So in today's part we have discussed the what is outer sphere reaction, a redox reaction through electron transfer. What is outer sphere reaction? So outer sphere reaction are those reactions in which the coordination sphere is not altered, but the complex are differ in the charge. And we have taken different examples, and 2 important conditions are there. One criteria is both the complex should have same bond length, both the complex should have the same spin. These are the main 2 conditions or criteria, and we have taken number of examples how they whether the reaction take place fast or slow. So both the type of reaction we have seen, and so this is an important reaction, a redox reaction through electron transfer. So electron transfer reactions are 2 types. One is outer sphere, second is a inner sphere reactions. So in this case also we have seen the electron transfer take place fast and through the outer sphere and not through the inner sphere. So in the next part we will discuss about the inner sphere reactions.